Hi, I'm Dar from Dar's Divine Connections, and I'm here today to do a mini lesson on clearing and cleansing yourself and your surroundings. I have come to believe, as many of you have, that everything is energy. We just rub our hands together and we can feel the energy between them. As simple as that. So it follows logically that to establish a nice, clear, solid connection, that if we clear and cleanse the energy, we will have an easier connection with the divine. Perhaps you've even heard the phrase, clear that out of your energy field, or clear what no longer serves you. Or be sure to smudge your home when you move into a new home or before a new baby or after someone dies. And that is the method of clearing and cleansing. I think that it's respectful to follow a ritual. And there's a couple reasons to follow a ritual. I think the biggest one is, respect is one, but I think the biggest one is repetition. If we follow a ritual or a ceremony, we are more likely to repeat it and use it more often. So there are many different methods of doing this, but they've been around for thousands of years. In every part of the world, you can see a method of clearing stagnant energy and inviting in the lighter energies to take their place. Or just plain to deodorize the place after cooking or an illness or for any other reason. This ancient tradition can easily be applied to your own life with 5 basic steps. The first step is to set the intention. Set the intention that you're going to clear and cleanse, and that your prayers are going to go up, and that the blessings are coming down. If you use smoke, it'll be the smoke will carry the prayers up. If you use another tool, the motion of the tool should be in an upward direction. And then the blessings come down. Isn't that pretty? So the first step then is to set the intention that your prayers will go up and that your blessings will come down. And that's no matter what tools that you choose to use. You might burn sweetgrass, sage, Palo Santo wood, or you could use a modern form of the liquid sacred sage. Whatever you use, the procedure can be the same. So you can begin by offering blessings to the 4 directions. To the east, to the south, to the west, to the north, to Mother Earth, to Father Sky. For a more detailed description, you can watch Opening a Sacred Space, another short video lesson that I've previously completed. So whether you're burning something or whether you're using the liquid sage, or even if you're using a tool like a feather or a sound tool like the chime, you're going to cleanse yourself first. So if you were burning an item, one of the smudge items, you just will cup the smoke and kind of wash your hands and your body with the smoke. If you're using a tool, like a feather or chime, you can just start at one side and cleanse your body all the way down to the floor. The fourth step is to begin at the opening of your room and then move in a clockwise direction as you clean and clear. So if I were burning sage, for instance, I would just start to move the smoke out from my body now into all the corners of the room, all the way around till I came back to my starting point. And then at my starting point, I'd seal with a figure 8. If you're using something other than smoke, you might have to do, for instance, I'll even pull out a rattle. If you're using something other than smoke, you're going to want to do all the corners of the room, still the same way, starting at the door, all the way around, following step 1, 2, and 3, until in step 4, you're back at the beginning and seal with a figure 8. Now, you might be wondering, well, what about the center of the room? Be sure that you're setting your intention to clear the center. And if it makes you feel better, you can start on the outside corners. A lot of people do this. And then they come in until they reach the center of the room. And then they bring all the energy, negative energy down or stagnant energy down and ask Mother Earth to swallow that up. And then they seal the center of the room with a figure 8. So either way will work. And if you're going to use a drum, of course, it's the same way. If you're going to use a chime, it's the same way. And so then step 5 is we're going to give thanks for the clearing. So giving thanks is always a good thing to do at the end. Now, you've probably seen people use an abalone shell, or they have an abalone shell to burn their sweetgrass or their sage. It's very interesting because that is from Grandmother Ocean. And the abalone shell was quite often found in a different area of the country than actually the smudging was occurring. But it came to that area later. And you can feel free to use an abalone shell, but please use silicone and close up all the holes and then put sand in the bottom so that your hand is protected and you're protected. It's a little better to use just a regular fireproof bowl. But if you want to use an abalone shell, it's just kind of pretty and part of some of the shaman traditions. Now, if you are using sage, sweetgrass, or palo santo, or even some people use bundled cedar, depending on their tradition, be sure that you run that underwater and make sure that it's totally put out. That's just kind of a safety thing. So those are the basic 5 steps that you'll want to first set your intention and visualize prayers going up and blessings coming down and the area being clear. Open to the 4 directions, below and above. Cleanse yourself first with whatever tool you happen to be using. Move in a clockwise direction and seal with a figure 8. And end in gratitude and gratefulness. You've probably seen me even use a feather to finish clearing, like clearing myself. What I like about a feather is that I can hear it snapping. Click, 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 click. And when the area is clear, it becomes silent. So if you're clearing a room, remember you clear yourself first, and then if you're clearing the room, the feather kind of gives you a little bit of feedback. So isn't that fun? I mentioned sound. The rattle I already used as a sample. You can use the cymbals. You can use a drum. And you clear yourself first. And you just let the sound rain down from the back of the drum. You can probably tell it's easier to clear someone else than it is yourself. With this size drum anyway. All the way along the body. Top. Coming down. And then proceeding around the room in a clockwise direction. And you can slightly hear the change in the drum beat, and you can drum until that sound sounds clear. Isn't that fun? And then close with your figure 8 as well. Another tool that is rather fun and slightly different is to use a crystal. And it works fairly well to use a crystal on a chain and just hold it out in front of you. But you want to begin by holding it to your heart. And that's where you can set your intentions. And that is where you can kind of become one with your crystal. Because crystals are very sensitive. And then we're going to thank Mother Earth for this gem or this mineral that you're going to use. And you're also going to hold it out and clear the room in a clockwise direction. Very similar to that are cedar beads. These happen to be the cedar beads of the 4 directions. And again, I can set my intention. I can offer it to the 4 directions. I can pull it to my heart and bless it. And then I can begin in a clockwise, clear myself first. Clear myself first. And move in the room in a clockwise direction. What's interesting about the beads is that, similar to the feather, I can see when the area is clear because the beads, when I state my intention to clear and cleanse, while I adjust them, while I state my intention to clear and cleanse, the beads will start to move. And then when that area is clear, they will stop. So what can we do once we've cleared the area with whatever tools we've decided we want to try to use? Because the main thing is 1, 2, and 3. That we are setting our intention, that our prayers will go up and the area will be clear. We're offering gratefulness to the 4 directions above and below. We are cleansing ourselves first. And then the clearing is pretty much the same, whatever tool that you decide to use. And then at the end, the gratitude is always the same. Now, keeping that clear, one very easy method of keeping it clear is bring in fresh cut flowers. I know some women think that, it's kind of frivolous to pick up a bouquet of flowers and bring it into the house, or to go outside and cut flowers and put them in. But really, it is a method of using nature to help clean your area. How wonderful is that? Another method is to use a Himalayan salt lamp. You probably have seen them. There are about 9 reasons of why to use a salt lamp. Probably more. First, you can clean and clear and deodorize the air. Secondly, you can reduce allergens. Third, you can ease any coughing symptoms, kind of the dryness in the air. Fourth, you can raise energy level. 5, you can neutralize electromagnetic radiation. 6, you can improve sleep, and that would be raising your serotonin level. 7, you can improve mood and concentration. 8, you can reduce static electricity. And 9, it's environmental friendly, and it's a great environmental friendly source of light. So those are 9 reasons to use a salt lamp. I like to actually make my own. I take chunks of Himalayan salt, and I have a couple right here. Chunks of Himalayan salt, and then I put them into a container that I really, really like with a light underneath. And it's still a Himalayan salt lamp. So kind of a fun, creative way to have that. So here's a photo of what that looks like. Yes, quite a beautiful angel, isn't it? I love that one all lit up. So, fresh cut flowers, using the Himalayan salt lamp. Oh, there are some people that, by the way, use sea salt, of course, to clear themselves, like a saltwater bath. Or they will use a shower and just visualize the blessings coming down and then cleaning away the toxins and having the toxins go down the drain. That's some methods of cleaning oneself. If a room seems to be very stagnant, many people will actually take salt, a regular salt, salt container, and they will spread sea salt or regular salt all over their room, along the edges, following the same 5 steps of our ceremonial clearing. And then, after giving gratitude in the final step, now wait a little while and then vacuum it up. So that is just another method. Those of us who like to use an energy technique, I actually use this technique when we go into a motel room. And I use the same 5 steps pretty much, but I envision a huge fishing net. And I stand by the opening of the room, and I cast my net into all the corners. If I know which way is east, I like to do east first with Archangel Raphael and the Great Eagle. And just go around the room with your imaginary fish net, casting it out, and then pulling all the toxic energy away from my body and funneling it down into the earth and asking Mother Earth to recycle that energy and to clean, and of course I ask to clean and clear the space, and then to seal that spot, usually on the carpet in a motel room, with a figure 8. So there you go. There are some ideas now when you hear clear out your energy field or clear out what no longer serves you or be sure to smudge your house. Now you have some ideas. So I will see you on Fridays with our free Friday Facebook card draws. And until then, blessings your way.